tell about my professor meeting. Uh, my professor meeting was very important because yeah, I'm now the second year in Monterey Miss. I think I am a little bit comfortable than the, the first year I came here, but I think I still have the problem the speaking in front of my class, especially the debate. Uh, so most first year student are gonna be second year next year. But if you be a second year student, you have a seminar class. Seminar class is a little different because everybody should take part in the discussion and class, and no exception. And we are required to the debate as a discussion leader, 2 or 3 times, almost every class. So I wanted to know the effective or efficient way to deal with the discussion or debate. So I went to the Professor McCleary's office and I could get advice about the discussion or debate. Yeah, he is teaching the Asian development courses. Uh, that courses is focusing on the Asian region, especially the basic fundamentals, how Asian countries should develop, so rapid economic develop within a short period. Uh, that courses teach it and mention about economics. And right as soon as I went into the professor office, and the first question was that how can I be a good discussion leader, and what is required to me to the, the manage the discussion. So I think that was important before I get the specific the knowledge about how can I acquire the knowledge. So the professor replied me that if I want to be a good discussion leader, I have to. Uh, uh, first thing I asked him about the role of discussion leader. So he said that the role of discussion leader is first thing is that the discussion leader has to the colleagues that participate in class, and the participate class is more important. So the discussion leader has to have the ability to take part every colleagues into class. And second thing he's mentioned is that to be a good discussion leader, and uh, yeah, he said the coordination ability, because the debate and discussion is the limited in terms of time. So everybody want to speak, and if the discussion leader doesn't limit the time, then the the the, the class is gonna be longer, and the many students cannot participate in class. So he the focus on the importance of coordination ability. The third one is that he said that the discussion leader and every student has to keep the good attitude. Uh, which means that we have to show the respect to others, and we have to listen to what other people are saying. And after that, I asked the second question to professor. Then, how can I prepare to have a good discussion? So about that question, professor gave me the three answers. First one is that every student, especially discussion leaders, have to use the simple word and not a complicated word. He mentioned there are a lot of international students using a difficult vocabulary that Americans usually don't use. And the second thing is that he said to me, when you are speaking, you think first and then speaking. That helps you your sentence make more logic. then organize your thinking. The last thing he mentioned is that he had discussion leader that has to cover every main point instead of focusing on one point. He said that without the covering the whole the point, every student participating in class cannot grasp of what the concept, general concept, that the professor want to focusing on. So after I hearing the advice from the professor, I set the individual plan. How to I be a good discussion leader? So I decided to read a lot of books dealing with the discussion skill, and then also I am going to take any classes mainly comprised of the discussion, and also I going to watch the discussion television program. So this part was my plan, and after I meeting the professor, I could get a lot of tips that I can effectively handle the discussion.